You know, every time I sit here and I think, maybe I want to start waxing again. Like I did it once, I had a horrible experience. All right. And, sometimes I'm like, I think I'm a big girl now. I could take the pain. I could take what comes with being waxed. I see something like this.
That one time I sued my wax lady.
I want y'all to see me crying. I just went to this motherfucking wax people and she took my whole lip off. Y'all have to go to the fucking hospital.
Messy Papa, I ain't got time for none of that. I will stick to my razors. If you guys are curious, I actually use Harry's razors. They sponsored me years ago, and I honestly never really stopped using them ever since. I absolutely love their razors. They get a nice close shave, and you can just like keep replenishing the blades instead of, throwing the whole stick out with the blade. So I love it, and I think I'm gonna stick to that because no. So if you didn't already peep from the little intro, do not eat while you're watching this shit. Don't tell me I didn't warn you because y'all be acting a little. Do not eat while you're watching this video. Enjoy. What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. As you guys can see, we have another waxing reaction video. I haven't done these in a while because these shits make me sick. The fact that some of y'all really that dirty, like I really can't. And the fact that a lot of y'all are genuinely not professionals in your field. Listen, honestly, some of you guys are horrible clients and a lot of you guys are horrible providers, and I don't got time for it. Like, I just genuinely cannot. So comment down below, have you had any horror stories with being waxed? I've been waxed once as a trial situation at European Wax Center. I got a bikini and I couldn't take it, okay? Meanwhile, my friends accidentally got Brazilians and they were screaming from here to Mexico. Like, it was bad. So now I'm kind of scarred. I stick to shaving, and I think that's okay because ew. Okay, I actually was getting laser for a while, and I think that really helped because my hair does not grow back the way it used to. But yeah, I think I might go back to the laser situation. But the waxing, no thank you. Without further ado, let's get into the reaction. And of course, these videos will be linked down below because you guys click on reaction videos, but don't like to hear my reaction for whatever reason. Shout out to those of you guys who do.
I'm gonna share one of my wax or horror stories. Okay, so this is when I was at European Wax Center. This girl came in. She wanted a full arm and eyebrows, right? Cool, whatever. She comes in, sits on the table. And at European, I don't know if this is how it is at other Europeans. My iPad with everybody on my books was magnetically connected to my wall. So the way that she was sitting, it was facing towards that wall. When I started to do her wax, she's over here like, I know this person, I know that person, I know that person, I know this person. And I'm like, sure, but you know my whole book? I doubt it. I genuinely doubt it. And sometimes, maybe she did. Maybe she did. But I asked her, how do you know them? And she's like, oh, well, I know their mom. I know her mom. And I know their mom. More people that you know. Like, you don't know all these people. Like, there's no way. It's like, whatever. Like, she was cool for now. Fast forward. Do the initial strips on her arms. Literally, the first initial strip I do, she looks at her arm. She's like, you missed this one, you missed that one, you missed that one. And I don't know what it is with arm waxes, but people want to be the most picky with arm waxes before you even finish them. Before you even finish. So I was like, bro, I'm like, girl, I'm not done yet. You gotta let me finish. And then at the end, if you can be as picky as you want when I'm done. But let me do my job for now. I didn't say it like that, but that was the gist of it. We finished the arm wax. It's perfectly fine with it. Her arms look good. And we got to her eyebrows. Oh my goodness gracious. She's laying on the table, and as soon as I put the wax on her eyebrows, this girl starts moaning. She starts moaning. I'm like, I don't know who you think I am. I don't know what kind of establishment you think this is. I got offended because it's like, what? And she starts moaning, and after like the third moan, I'm like, girl, are you good? I was like, do we need to end the wax? And she's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. I was like, okay. Fast forward, there's more. This girl starts pretending to fall asleep. She starts pretending to snore. She's like, like exactly like that. And I'm like, nobody snores like that. Yeah, so I'm like, are you okay? I asked her again, I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm so tired. And I know for a fact this girl was not asleep because her eyes were jittering. Like, you can tell when somebody's asleep. And if you're sneezing like fast like that, like that's a fucking problem. It sounds like you fucking have sleep apnea. Like, so I'm over here like, bro, like this is not my life right now. Like I literally just wanted to get her out because I'm like, this is way too much. Like I genuinely don't know if she wanted like attention, if like she just had a bad day and she just wanted to fuck around. Like I don't know. But that day stressed me out. Mind you, she was my last client of the day. She was a 7:30 appointment and she's doing all this extra stuff. Like I just wanted to get up out of there. So yeah.
That would have freaked me out. Like, it's like I said in the beginning, some of y'all are horrible providers and some of you guys are horrible clients. So I just don't want anything to do with it. I got enough drama in my life, child. Like, what? That is so weird. She thought she was going to get a happy ending or something. Like, do we do happy endings in wax centers? I mean, I'm not saying... okay. Was that inappropriate? Probably. Let's move on.
I can't reach my hole. So I was like, just wax that for me and we're actually good off this service. So I've been going to European Wax Center, I want to say since 2020. I know a lot of people have their stipulations against European Wax Center, but it's always worked for me because I've found 2 waxers in my time there that have been like godsend for me, great waxers. So the first waxer that I had, sadly, she left. She opened up her own spot. I did go to her spot for a little bit, but because she got pregnant, the scheduling just wasn't working for me. And I'm someone who consistently gets waxes like every single month. Once a month, I'm there on time every 3 or 4 weeks out, depending on my growth. Luckily, when I went back to my European Wax Center location, I had another black girl and she was great. So I'm like, great, we back at it. I'm buying wax passes. The wax passes where you pay a bulk of money for your waxes and it comes out less than what you would be paying if you came every month. And it's usually for the consistent customers. So I got my wax pass. It goes around like $500 or whatever, but then your waxes are free for the year. April was the last time I saw my girl. She didn't give me any heads up about her leaving, so I'm not sure if she got fired or let go or something happened. I don't know. All I know is when May came around, my birthday trip, I was about to go, well, I went in to go get my wax for my trip. She was not there. What am I gonna do? I'm about to be on a beach the next day. I cannot have this, tumbleweed down here. So I'm like, fuck it.
If something like this happens, right, and you can't get waxed, can you not shave? Like, is there something like, if you get waxed, you can't shave? Like, I don't understand, because if this would happen to me, I would have just shaved, because I'm not about to just let anyone wax me if I'm comfortable with certain people. Comment down below.
I'm gonna just brave it and I'm gonna go, because I'm not using a razor down there. My body can't do it. Maybe an electric razor, but I wanted that shit shiny like a bullhead. Personality was nice. I'm like, all right, I'm chilling, I'm good. So she puts down the first strip. They use hard wax at European Wax Center. So she puts down the first strip and the first one hurts. Now my pain tolerance is really high, so I didn't really think much of it. Also, I pushed back my wax to be closer to my vacation. So I'm like, okay, that it's supposed to hurt a little bit because it's been a little while or whatever. Now, when the second and third still gave me like this uncomfortable pain, I'm just like, ooh, okay, maybe she's just doesn't have that flick of the wrist, like, not totally seasoned where things are just coming up super smooth. And she asked me if I'm hot. Now, usually I know when I'm hot because this is not a foreign question. Some people's body temperature is just with the anxiety of the pull, the anxiety of being in there. Summertime, you're already hot from outside. Maybe you are rushing. You can warm up. And when you warm up, it makes the wax not really adhere to the skin. To the point where I don't even lotion before my waxes. All I do is shower, I exfoliate, and I don't put lotion on the area where I'm waxing because you want your wax area to be as dry as possible to get a very, very clean wax. That's why they put baby powder on you. They're trying to pull out all the moisture. I was like, I'm good. She was like, yeah, I feel like the temperature in here is really warm, blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to place the blame of she knew the wax wasn't coming off the way she wanted to on me. And I'm just like, no, like, I think I'm pretty good. It was at this point where I felt like she's taking part of my coochie off, where I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And again, she puts the blame on, oh, I think you might be a little hot. I'm not hot. Like, now I'm getting hot because I'm like, what's going on down there? I can't really see. Like, I got a fupa. My fupa blocks my coochie. I cannot see it too much. I feel her literally picking pieces of wax off of me. So I'm like, okay, her wax is not getting hard all the way. So I asked her, I was like, maybe you want to turn your wax pot up a little bit. Maybe it's not like, you know, maybe the pearls and everything isn't all totally melted. You need your wax to be at, you know, that right temperature so that when you spread it on, it's nice and smooth, but then it dries really crisp. Maybe it's just not drying, because she kept telling me it's not drying all the way through the middle, and it's because my body is too warm. And I'm like, no, maybe your wax pot needs to be turned up. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, I went to school for aesthetics. I know that, like, I don't do that to people. You're the professional right now. I'm not. I'm a client. But this is the advice that I'm offering. Now, I don't know about.
I want to know, right, for those of you guys who get waxed all the time, if this would have happened to you, would you just like walk out? Because I feel like this is one of those rare situations where it's like, it's not like you just getting your hair done or you getting your nails done. Like, you are like on the wax bed, spread eagle, and something's going wrong. Like, I don't really see what you're supposed to do in that situation. But she did offer a solution. More than likely, the lady did not take the solution. So I want to know, what do you do in this situation besides suffer? Like, what do you, because like, oh Lord, I would be pissed. Because I feel like she probably took some of her cootie off.
You, but the lip,
yeah,
that's the one. Like, that's the part where you kind of got to brace yourself. And when I tell you, I thought my coochie lip was gone. First of all, when she tugged it, it did not come all the way off, and then she had to tug again to get it off. I thought I was gonna die. I really thought, like, when I got back in the car with my boyfriend, I told him my coochie lip is gone. Like, there's no lip there. This service, like, we can't finish this. And, you know, like, I felt bad. She was like, yeah, but I just have the other lip in this other area. I was like, yeah, no. So I told her, like, I literally can't take this pain right now. Like, now I'm hot. Now I'm sweating. Now I'm agitated. I'm sore. Like, I'm feeling weird. I'm thinking about my vacation. I'm thinking about, like, I don't want to be hairy on vacation. I know she kind of already got my bikini area a little bit. I didn't really look at it. The fact that I knew I would have to go home and probably touch up with an electric razor, I can't reach my hole. So I was like, just wax that for me, and we're actually good off this service. And I don't even look in the mirror. I just wanted to get out of there. I get to the front, and they're like, you know, was everything okay? And I was just like, no, I actually didn't finish my service. And they were like, oh my God, what happened? Did you want to finish up with a different waxer? I said, honestly, I'm very sore down there. I don't think I can actually physically finish with another waxer. And they were like, do you want us to put you on with somebody else? Someone who usually doesn't take as long. The fact that y'all knew that she takes long, did no one go try to figure out why she takes long? Maybe she had a bad day. I don't.
Nah. That means she's either new or she's trash, and they knew that, and they just out here booking anybody with her. I don't like it. I understand as a business, you know, you got to fill them seats. You got to put people where they got to be. But if you know somebody that comes to you all the time is going to this person that may have potential issues with their service, why? Like, you about to fuck around and lose service from someone because you want to be dumb.
I want to totally discredit her, but nobody wanted to look. Did anyone stand over her when she was getting hired or anything? But they didn't charge me for my service. Well, they didn't use one of my wax passes, so I still have that wax pass. But I'm at the point where it's June now. Obviously, I'm due for a wax in maybe like next week or the week after, which is why I even spoke about this. And I'm a little traumatized. Like, I'm just like, I don't really want to go, but I already paid for these wax passes. I gotta see if there's a way to get a refund, but just thank God I still have both of my coochie lips. I can't reach my.
That was funny, honestly. Like, oh my Lord, I don't know what I would do.
I'm gonna do a quick story time of why I'm no longer going to my waxer no more. So the most recent situation that happened yesterday. So that's the part I'm gonna talk about, and then in part 2 I'm gonna talk about the previous experiences that I've had with her. So yesterday, and I'm gonna insert the screenshots of our messages and everything.
What time do you have tomorrow? I think that says same time. If I come tomorrow, it would have to be in the morning. I'm not here till 12:30 tomorrow and Saturday at 11. I already have prior engagements during these times. Can I just keep my appointment for today? LOL, yes, that's fine. See you at 3 because I have to go get my son. Hey, boo, can you come at 11 a.m. tomorrow? Sure. Good morning. I've been here waiting for over 15 minutes. Are you going to be arriving soon? All right. I already see that this probably isn't going to go well. Let's see. I've noticed almost every time I'm going to get a service done and the person is late, it doesn't end well. Yeah, or like there's just something I don't like or it's not up to par. So if the person that's providing your service is in a rush, you're going to get a rush job. Trust.
Yesterday, I was supposed to have my appointment with her at 11 a.m. Cool. But she texted me on Friday night and was like, hey, she texted me at like 7 something, was like, hey, can you come in at 11 instead? I was like, okay, cool. So I get to the building where she's located at. I go in. I get there at 10:57 so I can have enough time to go to the bathroom first. So I get there, I go to the bathroom, I come back, I sit down. It's like 11 o'clock. So I was like, okay, she should be here. So maybe she's just in the room, but the door was shut. So I get ready to go in there. But I knocked on the door first in case she was already in there working with another person. And I get ready to knock on the door. And the lady who's at the end of the hall in her suite doing somebody's hair was like, hey, she's not in yet for the day. I was like, okay, it's 11 o'clock. So I go back and I sit down in the little waiting area that they have, like, when you come down the stairs. And so I'm sitting there. It's now 11:15. It's now 11:12. I'm like, what's going on? So the next time I'm like, hey, I've been here for over 15 minutes. Are you still on your way? No response back. So now it's like 11:30. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave. So I go to my car and I get in my car, and before I leave, I'm like, no, I'm gonna change my car information, because if I leave and she still tries to charge me because she wants to say I no call or show and she still take the money off my card, that's not happening. So I go to my car, I change the car information, and as soon as I stop my car up and I'm ready to pull out the parking lot, she pulls in the parking lot. So I see her get out of the car and she's walking fast. Like, I see her get out and I'm like grabbing my stuff so I can hurry up and get out. But by the time I get out the car and walk to the door, she already went in the door, walked down the stairs. And so another lady was there. I saw her when she came in, but I didn't know what suite she was going in, because the building has a lot of suites that people operate and stuff. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's here for somebody else. So my waxer walks in her suite, and the other girl walks in, and then she shuts the door. No, I bust in the door. No, ma'am. It's 11:30. You told me you was gonna be here to wax me at 11. So no way you about to relax this other lady before me.
That is absolutely ridiculous. It's the audacity for me. What do you mean she came to wax somebody else and she's already late? Oh, child. This gonna be some shit. Now, before we get into the rest of this, I need you guys to scan this QR code for everything you guys always ask me about down below. Dance classes, other channels, Brazil trip, you name it. We got it right here on this link, okay? I need y'all to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, whatever the case may be, whatever floats your boat. Literally the same things on Instagram get reposted on TikTok. I just don't really care for TikTok like that. But hey, if it's not me really doing the work, then it is what it is. Shameless promo, Haitian Heritage Month is coming in May. If you guys are interested in some Haitian-based merch, everything you need is also going to be in this link. And of course, special shout outs to the people on the Discord, Patreon, and most importantly, my investors. Now let's get back into this.
So she was like, oh yeah, you were here. Okay, that's fine. And then so my waxer was like, oh yeah, I think you were here first, like trying to play like she didn't know. So we get in the room and she was like, was that you sitting in your car? I was like, yeah, because I was gonna leave. She was like, you were about to leave? I said, yes, because you were supposed to be here at wax me at 11 a.m. It's now 11:30. I text you did not respond back. I text you when it was 15 minutes past. Now, if I would have came 15 minutes late, you would have charged me a late fee, or you would have canceled my appointment, still charged me for the amount of the service, and blocked me from booking on your website again. But you're 30 minutes late, and that's just okay. So she comes in, mind you, she's late, so none of her wax is hot. So she puts me on the table, gets me situated. She turns on her machines. The wax is not hot enough, so when she puts it on there, it's not coming off when she rips it off. So she's reapplying new wax on top of the old wax to try to rip it off, and it's hurting. So I'm like, hey, it's not feeling comfortable. So she turns the wax dial up to try to cut down on the time of how long it would take for the wax to fully melt. So when she dips the second stick in there, it's too hot. So now it burns me when she puts it on my intimate area. So I tell her, I'm like, hey, it's hot. She's like, oh, okay. So she And mind you, she's putting it right on the lip. At the moment, she's on the left lip. It's too hot. So I tell her, and she sees me, like, she can feel that I flinched because it was hot. So I'm like, hey, it's too hot. So then she gets her second stick and she dips it and she puts another stick. She goes in with another strip and puts it on the right side. Again, it's still too hot because you didn't do anything to change it. You put it in front of the fan for 3 seconds, but it's still too hot. And I can tell that you dipped it from the bottom of the pot, because when you've been dipping it from the top, it wasn't that hot. It was actually too cold. So we get done, we get off the table. I'm like, okay. So she doesn't take any money off the service. She never fully apologized for being late. She was just like, oh, it's been a busy morning. I was just like, I've been going to her since November of 2024. That's when I first started going to her, right before I was about to go out of town. My first time ever getting a wax. We always been cool. Relationship always been good. So, and then things just started switching up and started going left real fast. But I just...
Honestly, my coochie hurts listening to this. This is crazy. Like, the fact that y'all walking around letting these people lift up your cooties, it's not your fault, because, you know, you paid for a service, which is to remove the hair. But it's like, I can't believe people are going through this, like, regularly, in a sense.
I said, okay, but today was the final straw. And then, here's the icing on the cake. So the wax is too hot. I expressed that to her. So I'm in the shower today, and I'm washing that area. And my skin is on the cloth. I use white washcloths for everything, so I can see the skin on the cloth. I'm like, my skin? Yes, my skin is rubbing off because the area had a burn on it from it being too hot, and now it's rubbing off while I'm washing my area. Yeah, so that frustrated me even more, because I was already irritated yesterday because I just felt like that was super unprofessional of her, and the fact that she tried to play it like that and did not apologize really upset me. But today, that just was the icing on the cake. But come back for part 2, because this video is a little long, so come back for part 2 so I can show y'all the rest of the stuff, and I'm going to insert screenshots too.
Y'all, I'm flabbergasted. I didn't expect that. Let's watch part 2.
Okay, hey y'all, so here's part 2 of why I'm no longer going to my wax. Okay, this is part 2, but please go watch part 1 so that y'all can be caught up of why I'm no longer going to her, so that you all won't be confused, because I don't... This is just part 2, so please go watch part 1 first and then come back and watch this video. And I'm actually glad that I decided to wait a couple hours to film part 2 and to post it, because she actually has texted me since then. So I'm going to insert a screenshot right here.
All right, let's pause to read, gang. Hey, boo, can you come in tomorrow at 11 a.m. tomorrow? She said, sure. And then this is, I guess, 2/7/2026. Good morning. I have been here waiting. Oh, okay. We read all of this in the last one. All right. So, good evening, gorgeous. I first want to apologize for any inconvenience on yesterday. The education system has failed us. I would like... First, I want to apologize for any inconvenience I caused you yesterday. I really wish you was as open to me as I have in our visit for last few years. What the fuck? If you're gonna be a service provider or a business owner, like, this ain't it. Run it through Grammarly or ChatGPT, because that's crazy. It should say, I really wish you were open to me as I've been to you the past few years. Yesterday was a pretty busy, in caps, and emotional day. It was my first day back to work after losing a brother, which I informed you of, which I told you during the visit, as I also stated my reasoning, fire, for not seeing your call, and is most definitely no excuse. is definitely not an excuse for what you may have considered unprofessional. My apologies, in caps. As I did indicate during the service, I would like to thank you for your service and God bless. Block and 1-800-lawyer, because you got me fucked up. Because what is this? You don't even know how to type right. Like, that shit just blew my shit, and I'm not even the one that got the service. And it's like, I understand you're going through a difficult time, but if you're going through a difficult time to the point that it's going to affect your business, your service, and how you treat people, then you need to not go back to fucking work, because it's going to rub off on other people. Okay? Like, I don't understand. Like, why do y'all think that these are like adequate excuses for treating your clients like shit and giving shit service? Please get the fuck on.
What she texted me. Okay, so in the text it says that she was late because it was her first day back waxing because she lost a brother. Now, at the appointment, she did tell me that it was her first day back, but I do not recall her saying that it was because she was back from a loss in the family. I'm just assuming, because I know she travels, that it was her first day back from a vacation. Again, I understand all of that. I'm very understanding. I'm very considerate. That's, you know, a traumatizing experience to go through, to lose a sibling. So I would have completely understood all of that. All I'm asking or saying is a little bit of communication would have been appropriate for the situation, because you were 30 minutes late and you knew that when you left your house or wherever you were coming from that you were already late. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm also going to insert another screenshot of the first time that I booked with her. I booked with her for the first time in November of 2023. That was my first time ever getting waxed. I was about to go out of the country to Honduras. I knew I wanted to start waxing, so I'm like, this will be the perfect time. So I actually found her on Groupon because I didn't really know where to start looking at places, and I had heard bad experiences like about Hello Sugar and European waxing, so I'm like, let me try to find some places. So I googled wax places and Groupon. I looked on Groupon, I found her, I saw she was having a deal, so I booked with her. And I'll insert all of that. Since then, I've gone to her, like I said in the first part. I've been going to her every 3 weeks consistently. I've been going to her every 3 weeks consistently. Because as I stated in the first part, she has it where if you come every 3 weeks, it's $35. If it's 4 weeks or longer, it's $60. Now, I'm also going to insert more screenshots of our texts because.
Oh, all right. Let's pause to read. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. You're welcome. Morning, gorgeous, in all caps. This Nisi with the wax beauty bar. Can you come at 2 p.m. today? Good morning. Yes, that works. Thank you for being flexible. Hey, love, can you come later today? I leave the overnight at 9:30 a.m. this morning. I wouldn't understand what the hell she's talking about. I'm guessing she means the overnight shift. She probably has an overnight job. She said, sure, what time? 12:30 or 1? All right, she chose 12:30. Interesting. Good morning. I have a nail appointment at 11 o'clock in Independence. Oh, I guess that's like the city or any place close. I don't know. So 11:30 won't work for me. So do I still come at 9:45? I'm trying to see, could you come after my daughter's dentist appointment? And it's in Excelsior Springs. Okay, could you let me know by 9:15 if I can still come at 9:45 or not? I'm still up here, love. I'll text you when I'm headed there. I'm headed to the salon.
Every time I've already have an appointment booked with her, she texts me, asks me, can I come at a later time, a different day? And one particular time, I'm gonna talk about this because this was, and I'm making this video not to, do harm to her business or to bring down her clientele. This is just my experience that I have with her. She is a great waxer. She's great at her craft. She's quick. I feel comfortable on the table with her. With this experience that I talked about in part 1 and the other things that I've experienced with her, there were just too many chances that I gave. So one time I was scheduled with her and I had already, mind you, Her suite is in Overland Park. I live in the inner city of Kansas City, so it takes me a nice little minute to get there, probably about 25 minutes. I had an appointment with her. She texted me when I was already outside her building parked. Hey, can you come tomorrow? I was just like, okay, fine.
How many times have I told y'all to stop giving chances to niggas? Especially when it comes to business. Stop giving chances to niggas. Even I've had times where I did something where, like, there was one time, right? I had the opportunity to get a client for Media Hustle. Shameless plug. I do social media consultations and social media management for small brands and stuff, right? And someone had passed me this client and I completely dropped the ball and completely forgot about the meeting, and the person never answered me again. Am I about to be mad and cuss them out? No, that's my fault. Okay, like, at the end of the day, you take it on the chin. Stop giving chances to niggas. Like, I would never approach that lady again because it was someone that recommended her to me and I dropped the ball. Y'all need to learn that you're not entitled to shit, and you're most importantly not entitled to sympathy as a business owner. You're a business, act like one.
It don't matter that I'm already here. I can run some other errands while I'm already out here, so I didn't trip off of it. So I said, okay, fine. So we rescheduled for the next day. The next day comes, and she texts me maybe 20 minutes before the appointment and was like, hey, I'm running late. I'm backed up today. Can you come tomorrow? I said, okay, cool. I texted her though, and I said, hey, on Monday, I was already at your salon when you text me, and when you text me yesterday, or when you text me today, I was already on my way there. So if you're going to reschedule me tomorrow, can you let me know in advance, because this is now 2 times where I've already been there or am in the process of getting to your suite and you've rescheduled on me. When she responded back, she was very professional about it. She would let me know, yes, I'm sorry, I understand, I apologize for that. The next day came, the service went good, fine, no problems. I just feel like she's a great waxer. She's great at her craft. I just feel like she needs to be more professional and give more of a courtesy to her customers. Because I feel like she could go really far with her craft, but I just feel like she's lacking that professionalism. So, but other than that, that was my experience. I hope I don't deter anybody from not wanting to go and get waxes, because there are a lot of amazing waxers out there who are great at their craft. This is just my experience, so hopefully I don't scare anybody too much, but this is part 2, so.
You sold me. I'm not getting waxed. I'm sorry, sis. I'm not getting waxed. This was disturbing, and I am absolutely ill, okay? Listen, it's bad enough. I don't really care for people being in my privates, but if I am, I'm gonna have to make sure my privates stay secured, okay? This is too much. This is really, really too much for me. I really hope, she found another waxer, because, whoo, child, to have something like that happen to you, and it's not even your first time with that person, and then you continuously gave them chances, must be extremely frustrating. So, very sorry that happened to you. I really want to hear your wax horror stories down below, because I always find them so fascinating and so disturbing and so disgusting. If you were eating while you were watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to remember to put a trigger warning in the beginning, because I'm supposed to go have lunch and I don't know if I can. I really don't. I truly don't. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, scan the QR code for everything you guys consistently ask me about down below. Can't wait to see you in my next set of dance classes. It's going to be hip hop for the month of April. May is going to be a tour de Haiti, basically a tour of Haitian music genres, Rabudai, Konpa, shit like that. And June, I don't know yet. We'll see. All right. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you so much for supporting LakayRo. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for being on a Discord membership or whatever else. I appreciate it so very much. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye.